What you have here today is a highly sensitive show on a highly sensitive topic. And I'm well aware that we have people amongst us whose wounds have never been healed by what I'm about to talk about on this show. But I believe it is very important to bring this issue up right now, especially with the recent alarming developments in our politics, which some Kenyans are taking very lightly, like it is nothing significant. I'm afraid there are telltale signs that we're going back to a place in Kenyan history we never want to go back to. Okay? So I believe it is very important to discuss this right now. And so, a very warm welcome. Karibu sana. I have a confession to make. I have been feeling very disturbed over the last few days. Indeed, in the last few hours, I have tried to make videos. But then I'm just too disturbed about something to move on. And my instincts tell me that I can't move on until I make this particular video that I'm making. I have to talk like that, but those who are spiritual understand exactly what I mean. What is this video I'm making about? It is a warning to Kenyan voters. It is a warning to Kenyan voters to remember what happened in 2007. Now, 2007 was a long time ago. I now realize. About 15 years ago. Many of the people who are very loud in our politics today have no idea what happened in 2007. And indeed, I've noted there's very little material anywhere that talks about 2007. It's like it's a very dark chapter of our history that we have chosen to pretend never happened. Okay? But of course, to a few people, the wounds remain. They'll remain for the rest of their lives. And so it is in this context that I believe it is extremely important that we all get a better understanding of exactly and precisely what happened in 2007. Especially because all the telltale signs, all the things that preceded 2007 are very visible in our politics today. The way politicians talk, the anger, the venom being spewed by both sides of the political divide against each other, all that brings back memories of that dark period in Kenyan history. And what makes matters worse is that the issues in the Rift Valley that were behind the dark chapter of Kenyan history that unfolded in 2007 are to this day still unresolved. Oh yes. I believe what we did as a country, what we chose to do, was just to move on without looking at the wounds, without any real healing to those victims, those who survived, and even to the people left behind who witnessed it all. We have chosen to ignore that trauma in a hope that it will go away. But unfortunately, the ghosts of the past seem to have come back. I think the incident in recent times in our politics that tells us this very clearly was the attack on the chopper of Raila Odinga and the reaction of politicians in the Rift Valley to that very unfortunate incident. You can make a public apology. You can issue a statement. You can even talk on camera and apologize. That is one thing to do, and maybe some people find it much easier to do than others. Yeah. But it is quite another to be sincere and to be sincerely sorry and sincerely alarmed at what happened to your brother. Okay? What we're getting from the Rift Valley is not sincere. Indeed, there are some who say it is the very opposite. The direct attacks at our President Uhuru Kenyatta, very vicious, full of venom attacks, political attacks at our President, and indeed sometimes personal attacks at our President. Folks, that to me is very alarming. Indeed, one must ask, is Uhuru Kenyatta a candidate in the 2022 presidential elections? Is he? And if he's not, then what is all this about? What are all these attacks against the president all about? That to me is a very disturbing signal, especially when we remember what happened in 2007. Okay, I can hear some people from the Rift Valley saying, oh, you know, it is the president who first of all started by attacking the deputy president, saying things about him, blah, 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 blah. Now hold on a minute. In the run-up to the 2017 elections, President Uhuru Kenyatta got very angry at the Turkana governor, Bwana Nanok, and he told him off in public. He embarrassed him in public. And if memory serves me right, Nanok and the people of Turkana did not respond the way the people of Rift Valley have been responding. Because last time I checked, the deputy president is a junior to the president of the Republic of Kenya. The president of the Republic of Kenya, if from nobody else, deserves respect from his deputy president, who should show the rest of us an example so that we also respect our president. And as I've said many times on this channel, even if you don't respect the individual, respect the office. Because if you cross some lines, tomorrow when your man is president, people will cross the same line and go even beyond. Guys, let's think beyond our noses, surely. And there's so many other things happening and unfolding in Kenyan politics that to us who are there in 2007, and indeed I covered those elections extensively, but even to those who covered it in passing, even to those who read just press reports, took in TV clips and so on and so forth, I am sure to all of us, these things unfolding on our local political scene are reminding us, are reawakening the nightmare that we wanted to forget. That was 2007. So that I'm very clear and nobody misunderstands me, let me portray what I'm trying to say in a simple question. What will happen if Raila Odinga loses the presidential elections on August 9th, 2022? My informed answer, from analyzing politics for a long time, nothing. Even if it's rigged out, nothing will happen. And the presidents, in 2007, Raila lost the presidency, it was stolen from him. In 2013, Raila lost the presidency, it was stolen from him. Nothing happened. The country moved forward. Now I need to ask you another question. What will happen on August 9th, 2022, when William Samoei Ruto is declared the loser of that election? What will happen? What will happen to the presidential candidate who his supporters told us very early, he must be president, he must be the president, he must. Central Province must pay the debt of the Rift Valley. Kenyans, wake up. I believe our problem is that we are asleep. We have eyes but we don't see. We have ears but we don't hear. We miss the message. Okay, I appreciate the fact that many have been clouded by emotions. They love a certain presidential candidate so much, they don't do anything else. But this being blinded is not good for our country. Indeed, it is dangerous for our country. Kenyans need to wake up and see where we are now. And it's not a good place. There's no problem with supporting a candidate of your choice, if you like him. However, this is much more than just supporting a certain presidential candidate. This is much more than somebody claiming, oh Chris, you don't like so and so. No, it's much bigger than that. It's about the nation called Kenya. And it's about the country remaining even after the 2022 presidential elections, which is very important, because there are people who will not vote for either of the two leading candidates. There are people who are not interested in politics. But if things go wrong in Kenya, we will all be affected. Nobody will be spared, just like in 2007. Now, I don't want to say too much. I'm just hoping and praying that the few things I've said will trigger people to wake up and pay attention, so that we avoid the mistakes of the past. We avoid falling into the hole, the pit we fell into last time. That's really it. Now, last night, somebody requested an old book I had written. It's called Let the Blood Flow, which is a very extensive coverage of what happened in Kenya in 2007. It even details how the clashes really started. Very detailed ebook. After this person ordered this ebook just out of the blue, from nowhere, after I sent it to them, I perused through it. I quickly went through various passages. And it's a very long time since I reread this book, although I'm the one who wrote it. And I was utterly amazed. It is so detailed. And a lot of the information in it has never come out into the public domain. And I thought to myself, this is the perfect information to help Kenyans wake up. This is the perfect information for those who are too young. I highly recommend this book of mine. And you can see details on your screen right now. And then you can go ahead and get full payment details in the description area below this video on YouTube. In my opinion, this is a very important book. And therefore I'm going to give away free copies to the people who regularly comment on this channel. So if you regularly comment here, just shoot me an email using the email address you see on your screens right now and tell me, Chris, I'd like a free copy of Let the Blood Flow. Now I need to warn you, this is a very graphic book. You need a stomach to even go through it. And to go through the photographs and the information. It is really sick. But you see, it reflects exactly what happened, so that Kenyans understand why we call it a very dark chapter of our history. So nobody should say I didn't warn them. But the information is so important. And it is important you get it accurately. And it is important that you get the true picture, which is exactly what this book does. I don't believe in sugarcoating things, because when you sugarcoat, you don't give an accurate account of what happened. So my apologies in advance, but the book is very graphic. Okay, so go ahead, get a hold of this book. If you're a regular person with comments, shoot me an email. And let's do something. Let's wake up. Let's pinch ourselves and wake up, because we only have one Kenya. We have no other Kenya, which is a substitute which you can go to. This is our country. We must make sure we don't destroy it for the sake of politics and giving people we love positions. What? Anyway, Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.